Hey, what's happening? I figured I'd show you guys some of my artwork. When I do this, I'm in another zone, so I probably won't seem like the usual me. All right, I'm starting two different paintings at once. I like to watch them. I'm watching a movie while I'm actually doing some artwork here. Cutthroat City, great movie. All right, people want lighthouses for Christmas. So I got a request for this lighthouse right here. And that's the one I'm starting. You always start with whatever's furthest back when you're doing oil or acrylic painting. Watercolor, it's a little different. Won't get into that now. So I start with the sky. Now, here's the sky here. You can tell it's not the same color, but it never is. When this painting won't look like this one. It'll look good, it'll look great, and people will like it, but it's not going to look like this. That's just not how my stuff comes out. Funny thing here, so I start with the thing furthest in the distance, which is the sky. And I originally put the paint up here, but it was too thick. So I turned the painting upside down and then used little blots of the extra paint to actually paint the sky, which I used. This was the bottom of the painting when I first started. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry now for a little while. I started working on the sand here. So realistically, the next thing I should do is rough out the lighthouse, because that's the furthest back is the sky. And then I'll do the lighthouse. I'll rough out the sand. Then I'll put the grass in, and then I'll probably finish out the fine details with the reflection there. You see reflection in that red. It's kind of tricky. And I got a request for another lighthouse. So I got another canvas I'm going to start next. And it's a little different. The sky is dark. So I'm going to use some orange. I try to get the best paint, and I can't always do that because this paint is so expensive. This stuff's like 30 bucks a tube or something like that. So sometimes I get something a little cheaper if I'm just going to be mixing it in. Some blues, some reds. As you can see, you guys can't even see. I literally have tubs of all. I probably have a couple hundred tubes of paint. It's not the usual me that you usually see in the video. I get in the zone when I'm painting, and it's hard for me to even do a video right now. But I wanted to share what the rest of my day looks like. It's a different me. Oh yeah, here's the blue. This blue and this orange I'll be doing, and again I'll start with the sky up here, and then let's see, I'll have to do the ocean, blue ocean. This paint will be good for that, and I'll probably rough out the land next, and then the lighthouse. Like I said, whenever I paint, whenever most people do this with acrylic and oil painting, you start with the object that's the farthest away from me, from your point of view, which would be the sky, and you work your way forward. So you paint the sky, and then you paint layers on top. See, that way, if you started at the front, you'd have to avoid what you just painted. If you worked your way back, it would be a mess. It wouldn't work. So always start with the thing that's furthest back. All right. Like I said, I kept this sky kind of blotchy, dabbing the brush like this. There's all different brush strokes you can use with, smooth, perfect brush strokes, rounded brush strokes, dabbing brush strokes. All different artists use all different paintings. This one I'm gonna use like a dabbing for the background, for the sand, and for the sky, and we'll see how it goes. All right. I'm missing my movie. If you guys, this movie just came out. Great movie. Ethan Hawke's in it. A lot of good people. All right, you guys have a good Saturday.